Um, this is very important to understand, guys, about what soulmate is. It could be platonic or non-platonic. You can have a soulmate that I hear a lot of times that identical twins call themselves soulmates. All right, it doesn't always have to be romantic. I used to my best friend, Kim. I used to call her my platonic soulmate, and I used to say that, and that was years. But at that point in my time, in my life, I had never called a romantic relationship my soulmate. Not up until my wife now, But I knew what it meant, like friendship wise, but wasn't really quite sure what it meant as far as a relationship or non-platonic relationship. I was just like, I ain't gonna throw that word around there. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna throw that word out. I didn't feel it. But when I met Chevette, and this is a very important story because it's gonna help some people. I was a very vulnerable place in my life. I was very open, and I had this contract with God, and it's literally, I promise you, that's exactly what I call it, a contract, where I fell on my face, and I had been through a really, really tough time emotionally, and I just said, God, I just need to get out of this pain. Number one, number two, I really want you to lead me. I really want to feel the feeling of agape love in this lifetime. I want to feel the feeling of my soulmate in this lifetime. I had never used that term before, and I said, God, whatever you do, I want to do the work, whatever I need to do within me, so that my soulmate, I can be ready for my soulmate, and when she comes, I'll be ready, and she'll be ready, or we could work on it together, whatever. I didn't know how it was gonna come. I just knew I just wanted it, and I wanted to experience that. I didn't want any more conditional love. All right. And the reason why it's very important that I say conditional is because that's what most of us give conditional love. We give love to people based on the condition. I like the way you look today. 20 years from now, you may not like how they look physically. You're going to still love them. If you base your love based on physicality, or you base your love based on the surface, or you base your love on who they are today, that's not agape love. That's not unconditional love. Unconditional
Mhm.
love understands that this person is going to change physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually in the years to come. And that they may not mirror the same person they are today. What can I do to cultivate who they are, who they're becoming, regardless of the outer appearance, and regardless of what they're going through on the inside? Can I do that? Can I be this person that will cultivate them? I don't care if they gain 80 pounds. I don't care if they lose the ability to use their limbs.
Mhm.
Will I still be there? Will I still be rocking with this woman? And I can honestly say before you guys right now, my wife has the ability to use all of her limbs. And if that was to cease tomorrow, I will always be there. That is my soulmate. And that, you don't there's no question there when you know what you know. And it's not a feeling of emotions. It's not a feeling of physical emotions. It's a sense of your spirit. It comes from the inside of you. It's a sense of it sits so deep. You just
Mhm.
know. I can honestly say, I'll probably be a punk for this, but I can honestly say I loved this woman before I laid eyes on her. It's my God's honest truth. Not only did I love her, I fell in love with her before I physically met her. I knew unequivocally she was my soulmate, but I didn't tell her right away. I kept it to myself. I was afraid of rejection at that point, but I kept it to myself. And as we built our friendship, it naturally turned to us. And that's the reason why I know this was meant to be. Unequivocally. You know what I mean? There was no doubt in my mind. Now, does that mean perfection? I'm gonna let you answer that, babe.
Hell no. Oh wait, I got look. I came prepared, y'all. Wait a minute. All right. So to answer your question in regards to is it perfect? No. And this is the thing. You yourself are not perfect and you never will be. So if you can't get it right with yourself, how in the hell you going to be perfect with somebody else
That's right.
and have a perfect situation? It's not going to happen. And I think to expect perfection is to expect disappointment. So for me, when it comes to a soulmate, you're going to have disagreements, but disagreements doesn't equal disrespect. Let me run that by you one more time. Disagreement does not equal disrespect. And when you're with your soulmate, remember what I said, you're so emotionally tied to this person, whether it's your intimate partner, your platonic friend. You don't want to see them hurt. You don't want to see them disrespected. So therefore, you're not quick to do that. And if by chance you do put them in a place of feeling hurt or disappointed, it's never, ever intentional, which means you're quick to come back and say, wait, hold up, that wasn't my intent, and you try and clean it up. Because when you so tied to someone, remember, you're indirectly, and in some cases directly, feeling their emotions. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm all about feeling good. So if I know my Dr. Danny is feeling some type of way, I'm quick to say, hey, I noticed you're a little off. You've been kind of, I don't know, a little quiet when we were on the phone. What's going on? And then he'll come and say, well, you know, when you said this, it kind of made me feel. But guess what? If he held on to it, ego, and I know y'all have many talks about ego, or I hold on to it, ego, talking about, okay, well, whenever he get over whatever the hell he feeling, he'll come back. You're wasting time. You're wasting energy. That's time y'all could be loving and planning and elevating. When it's your soulmate, you just simply don't want to waste no time. You're trying to get down to the nooks and crannies. Because let me tell you something, you are extremely protective of your soulmate. You're, because remember what I said earlier, it's something special about them. It's not a dime a dozen. So when you get it, you a dime with it if you do it right. So with that being said, no, it's not perfect. But again, like I said earlier, this is not someone you want to be without. When it's your soulmate, ego don't really have room to play that much. When it's your soulmate, you're so busy trying to elevate and have a good time that whatever is causing that little hitch, you're trying to hurry up, put some WD-40 on it so y'all could go back to running smooth. So so for me, no, it's not going to be perfect. Not at all. Not at all. But the way you handle it is much different. You're trying to get to it. You're not allowing ego to lead you. You're not playing games. You're not being tit for tat. You're not being petty. But most of all, when they come to you, you don't feel the need to be defensive. Why? Because you trust them. You know, whatever they do is for the good of you, the betterment of you. So
Right.
you're not quick to get defensive because you know they're not coming in such a way to harm or hurt.
That's right.
Doesn't always feel good what they have to say. Nobody said the truth always felt good either. So no, it's not um, error proof. It's not free of mistakes. It's not because remember, learning and growing all comes with trials and tribulations. You're gonna fall and bump your head a couple times. It's all right,
Mhm.
you know. But when you surround yourself with the right people, they're gonna patch up that little bump, and they're gonna put you some Neosporin, and they're gonna patch you up and get you going again. But no, it's not perfect. But whatever challenges come, it's so worth it. It's
That's
so
right.
worth it because nothing that person can do makes you want to get rid of them when it's truly your soulmate.
That's
Truly
right.
your soulmate.